Staying right here with us. As you are aware, it's the month of October, and on Living Well, as we've done since week one, we've been drawing more attention to breast cancer. And today we are here at the Dr. Hilali Mann Hall for breast screening procedure. So if you are around, come around. Let's get to know our status, because as we've said right from the beginning, early detection is important. So it's important for you to come around, get screened by professionals, and let's take the next step. Today, I'm going to be having another interesting discussion with another amazing woman. You know how I get when there are women on the show? I smile from chin to chin. So I'll be talking to another amazing woman. But today we are shifting away from the norm. We are not going to play her profile. She's right here with me here at the Dr. Hilali Mann Hall. I'll be talking to Hilda Brago Nyameche. Hilda, thank you for joining me.
Thank you too.
We might be sounding like a broken record already, because it's been 4 weeks of telling people, get screened, get screened, get screened. But as a health professional, by the way, she is a senior midwifery officer. As a health professional who is specialized in women affairs, how important is it for us to get screened?
Yeah, it's very important because we all know that October is the month for breast screening. So every woman has to, at least once in a while or every month, you need to do self-examination of your breast. And if you don't know how to do it, it's important to come to the hospital for a qualified midwife to, screen you for early detection. So it's very important to detect if you are developing any signs of breast cancer. It's earlier for you to come to the hospital to seek for help than for it to escalate or even worsen. Then it goes to a time that we have to take off the breast, which is not helping the mothers or even women as a whole. So it's important to, get screened for early detection.
Right. Thankfully, there's a lot of information out there when it comes to breast cancer. That being said, before we even started the show, you and I were having a conversation that as much as we keep on telling people about breast cancer, as much as we try to put a lot of information out there, people still don't know much about breast cancer. But then thankfully, there is something to fall back on if you make the attempt to find out about breast cancer. And one thing that we know is that as much as you need a health professional, you can screen yourself, but then there are techniques to it. Take us through. What are some of the techniques to self-breast examination?
Yeah, there are techniques in breast screening. We have one self-examination, and we have the other one that you have to come to the hospital or you seek for help from a professional who will be able to take you through, or she will do it for you at the hospital. So in the process of screening your breast, let me take you through the self-breast examination. As a woman, we are the reproductive stage. And mostly, we don't have a limit on when and where you have to start breast examination, when it ends. Every woman has to do self-examination. So we usually, when you have your menses, mostly it's the second day after your menses, that's when you have to do your self-examination of the breast.
Is there a reason why the second day? Why not the first day? Why not during the menses?
At that time, your hormones is being, during your menses, before you get your menses, your estrogen levels has to go up. So then through your menses, when it ends, the estrogen levels has to drop. So it's mostly helpful at that stage to do it, because at that time it's at the peak. So how to do it? Mostly after the second day after your menses, at home or in your bathhouse, you need to get a mirror. So you have to go naked, off shirt or off bra in the first place. Then we start from the axillary, that is your armpit. That's where you are supposed to start from. So you need to stand in front of the mirror. Every woman knows the size of her breast. In normally, one breast is usually a little bit bigger or heavier than the other. It could be the right or the left. So you know the size of your breast. So you stand in front of the mirror, look at the size of both breasts. Is one too bigger than the other as compared to the previous size that you know already?
If I get what you're trying to say, the first step to screen yourself is observation.
Observation, you have to observe the size. Then you know the color of your breast. So after observing, you check for the color also of both breasts. In breast cancer, at times when it's developing, there is this readiness. There's a readiness at the side of the breast. So you have to detect if there is any readiness on both or one of the breasts. So that is the second path. Before you check also the nipple size. Is it inverted or it has protruded out?
And what am I supposed to be looking out for?
That's why I'm saying that you know the size and the shape of the nipple. Is it getting inside? That's inverted nipple, or is coming out, or
So
there's a discharge?
If I have a protruding nipple and I observe and it's inverted, I have to be worried.
Yes, if it's not like the normal shape of your breast that you know. Before, so after checking all the observation, then you come to the palpation itself. So from the palpation, as I said, you start from your axillary, that is your armpit. So one hand, if it is the left you are starting with, then...
Do you need me to come closer so that you can use both hands?
Yeah, so that you can help me out. Thank you. So if I need to start with the left breast to examine it, the left hand should go at the back of your occiput or the nape of your neck, like this. Then with your fingers, you start from the axillary, the armpit. Then gently, you massage it gently, coming downwards, then going down beneath the breast. Gently, gently, gently. It goes round, 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 round in a circular form till you get to your nipple. So I'm palpating to see if there is any lump. You also have to know that every woman has a lump. We have the normal lumps in our breast tissues. But this type, when it is cancerous, is a little smaller and it's movable. But for the normal one, it doesn't move. But when it comes to breast cancer, it moves. It's very small. So it moves. Like when it's at here, when you touch it, it moves to the other side. And when you touch it, it also moves to the other end. So gently you palpate, you get to the nipple. So at the nipple, you hold it like this firmly and press to see if there is any discharge. But you have to also note that if you are not a breastfeeding mother, it doesn't have to discharge. But so you press it. If there is any discharges, you have to check out or look out for the color of the discharges. At times, some are pus, some are reddish brownish color, like black, red, bloody color.
When you say pus, what?
Pus is like when you have a boil, and then you try to burst it. The fluid that comes out is thick, like creamish, like a milk color. That is how it looks like. And it's offensive a little bit. Yeah.
Let's go back to my seat.
Thank
you. My next question was what I should be looking out for when I palpate. But then, just in case you just joined us, Hilda just took us through self breast examination, and according to her, you have to start from your armpit and then go around the breast. And what are we looking for? Because we all know the breast has its own lumps in there. So what are we looking for? We are looking for a movable lump, a lump that will not stay in one place. That's
yeah.
what. And then she also said that the best time to check is 2 days after your menstruation.
Yeah.
We've heard about mammograms, and when it comes to breast cancer, we hear a lot of terms. What is a mammogram? Are there types of mammograms?
Yeah. Before I take you through mammogram, I think I left one out.
Okay.
When we are observing the breast also. We also have some dimples around the breast. So when we take orange, the one that it hasn't been peeled,
Okay.
there are small tiny holes on the orange.
Yes.
Have you
Yes.
noticed it?
Yes.
So that's how, those are one of the signs of breast cancer. So there are some dimples aside the redness, dimples around it.
More
so
like-
it's one of the sign.
Okay. When the breast is looking like a red orange or just
No,
orange.
orange. I'm using orange as an example. There are some holes on orange if
Yeah.
you've observed it.
Yeah.
So if those are one of the signs of breast cancer,
Mm-hmm.
so you notice that there are some tiny dimples, holes around the breast.
Okay.
So you need to watch out for those signs too.
Okay. Okay.
So when we talk about mammogram, it is like a type of X-ray which is being done to detect for breast cancer. So we have types. We have the screening the screening mammogram and then the diagnostic mammogram.
And are there any differences?
Yes, there are differences. And then the difference between the screening and then the diagnostic mammogram is when we take the screening mammogram is a procedure which is being done to detect the signs of breast cancer when the client hasn't yet experienced the symptoms of breast cancer. So it's just about 10 to 15 minutes procedure which is done to detect some signs that maybe you are getting or you are about to get breast cancer. Then when we take the diagnostic, for the diagnostic it's also a procedure which takes longer time as compared to the screening. The diagnostic mammogram, we use it to detect or to observe abnormal growth of the breast tissues. So you go deeper to know maybe the tissues are overgrowing, the end stage of cancer, to detect if the client has really gotten cancer. So that time, by the time you will do the diagnostic, it means the client has started getting some symptoms of breast cancer.
That means the screening mammogram has already been done.
Done, yes.
So you can only go towards the diagnostic mammogram if the screening mammogram
Has been done
and shows that you have signs of breast cancer. Over the weeks, as I've mentioned earlier, we've had a series of conversations about breast cancer. And when we spoke about the risk factors, and one of the risk factors is that you are a woman. Even though men can also get breast cancer,
Yeah.
being a woman predisposes you to the fact that you can get breast cancer. Are there ages to this risk factor? When should I start screening myself? Are there age limits?
We don't have age limits. Once you've reached your puberty, that is from teen. Right now, at the age of 9, some people have started developing breasts already.
Very true, because
Yeah.
last week we spoke to a breast cancer survivor, and according to her, in her ward, there was a 12-year-old who was there to get her breast removed because of breast cancer. So I can actually...
Yeah, so in the olden days, mostly from age 13 going, you start to develop or you reach your puberty age. But now people usually develop or have the signs of puberty, developing breasts and the rest. So we don't have age limits. So once you've seen that your breasts have started developing, you can go for screening or do your self-breast examination. Because we have to also note that we have family history of breast cancer. So if my grandmother or my auntie had developed or she had died from breast cancer, you have to know that it's a risk factor that in the family, any of us in the family can also develop. So once you've started developing breast at your puberty age, you have to go for screening. We don't have age limits that once and now, because I'm breast cancer free at the age of 40, so I don't have to, or I've reached my menopause, I don't have to go for screening. No, we don't have limits for it.
Right. We'll continue with the conversation, but then also on this show, whenever we get experts, health professionals, we like to do mythbusters. And so there's this notion out there that people with big breasts are predisposed to breast cancer. Myth or truth?
I would say it's a myth, but it's a myth.
Because myself, I
It's
dey
a
think if it's only for people with
No.
big breasts, then men cannot have breast cancer.
Breast
But then facts available to us show that you can get breast cancer as a man. So how true is this assertion that it's only busty people who can't get breast cancer?
No, it's not, because that's why I was saying that we have family history. So maybe if you are busty and when you go through your family history, there was one of your family members who had breast cancer before, then there's probability that you might get it. So it doesn't matter, maybe your breast, you are busty or you have a tiny breast. No, it doesn't matter, because because it's when we talk about, aside the family history, we have lifestyle. In the lifestyle too, we talk about the is not that higher, but we talk about how we live our life, like taking in more alcohol, taking in fatty foods, which will make you to become, plan B or fat, can predispose you to, but it's minimal. So you need to check your diet also. It's a predisposing factor. So the fat or plumpy people are also under the lifestyle that I'm talking about. So you have to check your diet, taking in more alcohol, even fatty foods, because there are some deposition of fat tissues in your breast. So it can regenerate to cause that. But that doesn't mean that if you are busty, you can have it. But you need to check your lifestyle.
When you were highlighting on the risk factors, I had a light bulb moment. I think I've asked this question a lot of times. I've spoken extensively about breast cancer, but I've never asked if family history in your family predisposes you to breast cancer. Fact. But does that also mean that the men in your family also are at a higher risk of breast cancer? Because I think it's like 1% of men that are recorded of breast cancer.
Yeah.
So if there's a family history of breast cancer in your family, are the men in the family at a
Likely
higher
to.
risk of getting breast cancer?
Men are not exempted from breast cancer, getting breast cancer. They're also path. That is what most people don't know, that is concerned or targeted on only women. No. So if you are a man and you have a family history of breast cancer, like I said, you have to check your lifestyle of living, taking in more alcohol, taking fatty foods, not doing exercise can predispose the man to have it. So far as there is a family history in your family, you can also have it. So last week we did one for the next hall. Men participated a lot. They came for the screening also. So men can also get it, though the percentage is minimal.
Right. That being said, you are still watching Living Well right here on Metro TV. We are live on DSTV channel 277 and also on GoTV channel 170. You can also catch us live on Facebook at Metro TV Ghana and also on Twitter at Metro TV GH. We are coming to you live from the Dr. Hilali Mann Hall, where we are having a screening program. So if you are around, if you are in the community, come over, join us, get screened, and let's start treatment, because early detection when it comes to breast cancer cannot be overemphasized. And so I'll go back to Hilda. Hilda, let's talk about technology, because we are now in a society where technology plays a major role. You need a carb technology. you need food, technology. You need water, technology. When it comes to breast screening, has there been advancement of technology?
Yeah, the advancements is the I would say mammogram, because initially we usually do the breast screening self-examination, going to the clinic for you to be examined, and we have mammogram now. It's also technology because we use X-ray to detect if you are getting or you've developed or you are developing breast cancer. And aside that, we have chemotherapy. It's also a technology. So the earlier we detect it, the better. We need to seek for help so that we can be able to detect it and then save you than rather to let it go to the end or the terminal stage. So technology plays a role when it comes to breast cancer screening.
Right. It's good you mentioned mammogram, you mentioned chemotherapy. But then I want to find out, when you are diagnosed of breast cancer, do you have to go through all the therapies?
No, it depends. It depends. Chemotherapy is even costly, so it's not everyone who can afford it.
But do you have to when you're treating
It
breast
depends
cancer?
on the stage you've reached. That's why we are advocating that you need to come to the hospital for earlier detection. So when we detect it earlier, it hasn't escalated, then there is no need for the chemotherapy. The chemotherapy is when you've almost reached your end stage. The breast has developed, the cancer has developed in a way that we can't even, it's now metastasis. We call something called metastasis. It's spreading to other organs. It's not only the breast, but it can spread to your lungs and other organs internally. Then you need to go in for the chemotherapy, which is also very costly.
Yeah. Whilst we are talking about technology and how it has helped with the treatment of breast cancer, are there any limitations, especially with mammogram? Are there limitations with the mammogram?
In mammogram, mostly mammogram is from the normal age from 45 to 55. But at age 40, you can go in or walk in for you to be screened for it. So mostly from 40 going, once in a year, you can go in for mammogram. But from 45 to 55, two years you can, every 2 years you can go in for screening with the mammogram to detect earlier for you.
Right. One of the things we discussed even before the show started was how scary it is when you are going to get an HIV test done.
Yeah.
So say I'm coming to get my breast screened, and then there's a lump. How are the health professionals going to handle it? What should I expect before I come and screen? Because I'll be coming to screen. So
Yeah.
should it be that there has been a lump in my breast? What am I expecting the professionals to say to me or do to me?
When it comes to breast screening as a whole, even going to check for HIV, your status, is a little bit scary. Not even
A
the
little
health
bit.
it's scary. Even the health workers, when we
Yeah.
are going to check, it's not easy for us. The way you sweat, it's not easy.
You pray all
Yeah,
the
you
prayers,
be
God,
pray-
I'll
yeah,
never do
God,
this
please
again.
save me from this. So it's the same thing as breast cancer screening. Psychologically, you have to be fit. So we need to counsel you before we start with the screening. It's not easy breaking the news to someone, telling her that you've developed a breast cancer. It's not easy. How would you even take it? So usually people have to go through psychological counseling before we start to screen. And if we detect there is any lump, for us detecting the lump doesn't mean you've gotten breast cancer. No. It could be different thing altogether. So the fact that we've detected there is a lump in it doesn't mean it's a cancer. After detecting, then we'll write to maybe the hospital. So from here, we'll ask you to go to the hospital for proper diagnosis. Yeah.
We'll continue with the conversation shortly, but then last week, if you watched, we had Auntie Joyce on the show an amazing woman. Her mental strength I commended over and over and over again on the show. Let's take a video of her in her elements, educating women on breast cancer. We'll be right back.
I'm a special woman with one breast. You see, no, you're being only more special woman. Eh? Le bemo ko ne kaba se o kwa ne ta pa na ma le ko ne ke se we gone. So I'm a special woman with one breast. Let me put my breast there before you people take it. So I'm a special woman with one breast. Me they won't feel anything. One now baby. Careful touching your DNA. Got the hospital. The doctor can work it. No call for me. They want my dear boy. No muswaka sham. No car was she no for. Kata below about na boy. Or for everything done about hospital. Time market. Auntie Joyce in back. Sama General Hospital. Nimba February. Nimba Chombo Emen. One. It was breast cancer. It is not a death warrant. Jeka Gabata on a breast cancer patient. David, one. And it is better for me to live with one breast than to die with two breasts and leave my children behind. Now, I'm going to no touching hope. It was a young for 1.5, special woman with one breast. So a MacBook, not for 4 years about the country touching. Now I'm a value. One, what let me and no encourage. I can talk on the moko. I learn no potential. I learn no people. I learn on the people of my neck. I had a touching. Nami, and a hospital.
Say 5 fingers. This one, they are free. They will not take trotro. Neither will they take Uber. Neither will they take taxi. They will not take money from me. Because they are my own 5 fingers. So this.
Right, that was Auntie Joyce, an amazing woman by all standards. I told her last week on the show that her mental strength is something most people want to get, and getting to talk to her and seeing how she survived and fought through her journey through breast cancer is commendable. That being said, I've been joined again by another beautiful woman who is also doing something amazing and commendable when it comes to women. I've been joined by Linda Donko, who is the founder of the Auntie Linda Foundation. I do understand that you are talking about HIV, but then you were telling me how you are open up to every other condition when your immune system is down. And so today that you are here, what should we expect from your foundation?
Auntie Linda Foundation is a community-based foundation. We are into HIV sensitization, screening, linking positive persons to care. Because we believe the positive ones, if they are taking their drugs, it suppresses the virus and they will not transfer or maybe infect other people. So we are here to support with our HIV self-test kits free. We've brought more than 1,000 test kits to give out to everyone for them to go and do it at the comfort of their homes. Previously, you can only test for HIV in the hospitals. But now we have the HIV self-test kit that gives you the opportunity to know your status alone in your room. Then the feedback will be sent to those who gave the test kits to you. So Auntie Linda Foundation is support this great initiative with our test kits, our condoms, and then anything related for the sensitization of HIV.
Right. The real OGs of the show know that the AIDS Foundation was on the show some time ago, and then we spoke extensively about this self-test kit, and we even had an HIV test on the show. And so, as she's rightly said, if you're around, if you're on campus, come around, come get your free HIV self-test kit. I know, as Hilda and I were talking, it's scary when you go to the health facilities and you are thinking about all the things you do, how you've done, how you've exposed yourself to likely getting the virus, and you are there, the health professional is counseling you, and you are thinking about everything. When you have the self-test kit, you can take it, go to your room, say your prayers, have your test. Whatever the result is, it's not the end of the world. Speak to a health professional, or you can come see Auntie Linda here, and then they will tell you what next to do. But Hilda, let me come back to you. One thing that also came up during this campaign with breast cancer is that people not wanting to come out to screen is more of a cultural thing, because there's a certain level of shame associated to just coming out, seeing a stranger you don't know, showing the person your breast, to do all sorts of to your breast. When I come in to get screened today, what should I expect?
Yeah, it's true. It's somehow not comfortable. For me, instance, I feel shy to show my breast, though I'm a health worker, but I have that shyness when it comes to exposure of your breast or your private part. In healthcare profession, we have patient rights. So we have, one of them is confidentiality. It's a key when it comes to patient rights. So no one would disclose your breast or what actually went on in the room or the screening room to anyone. We are sure of confidentiality, that we wouldn't take it out or tell anyone else that maybe you are having breast cancer. So you have to be reassured that no one will disclose the information to anyone. It's between only you and the one who is going to screen you in the screening room, and no one will spread the news out.
Right. So when I come into the shed today, what is the procedure? What am I going to be doing? And what are you going to be doing to me? This is just to give people a fair idea what to expect, so that when they come in there, they are not taken aback by the whole procedure. So when I come in there as a health professional, what are you expecting me to do? And what am I expecting you to do when it comes to the screening today?
So first of all, we need to register you. So we have our IT specialists here to register you. The health info people are here to register you. Then from the registration, we'll take you to where we have to take your vitals. So vital is also a key. So you need to take your vitals, like maybe your BP. Couldn't be only breast cancer we are coming to check. Could be that you're having high blood pressure, or maybe you're having a temperature high, anything at all, or your pulse rate is high. So we need to check the vital signs before. From there, then we take you to the screening room where you and your health professional will have to do the screening. So what will actually go on is that you have to expose your breast. Initially, as I was saying, that maybe even if you are doing it at home, you need to expose both breasts. So the one who's going to screen, you have to expose it to check for the signs, not only palpating, check for any signs. Maybe there is redness of the breast, there are some dimples around, there are some discharges, one breast is bigger than the other, or there's heaviness of the breast. So after those signs, then she will palpate and see if there is any abnormal lump. Then from there, if we detect any lump, then we have to refer you to the higher hospital. And lucky we have University of Ghana Medical Center closer to campus, so it's easy for you to walk in, and then we'll prove further for any diagnosis to see if it's really what we saw is really breast cancer. So that basically that's what we are going to take you through.
Right. Auntie Linda, I'll come to you shortly. But Hilda, you keep talking about discharge in the breast when you are not breastfeeding. But I also understand that when you are weaning,
Yeah.
it takes time for the. So how do I differentiate between for a woman who is weaning their baby? How do I differentiate between the discharge that comes during weaning and breast cancer weaning?
So not only breastfeeding mothers who discharges, we also have mothers who are weaning, as you said. That is when you are taking your baby off from breastfeeding, maybe from the age of 2 years going. So those, when you press the breast, there will still be breast milk coming out. But in weaning of the baby, the breast milk that comes out is not offensive and it's clear.
When you mean offensive?
There's scent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know
But,
we are not health professionals.
yeah. There is no scent in it. It doesn't smell. It doesn't have a pungent smell. But when it comes to breast cancer discharge, there is this pungent smell. And the discharge that comes out is offensive and past like nature. So it looks like when you're having a boil and it tries to discharge, there is this creamish color like a milk which has gone bad. That's how it looks like, very thick, and it's very offensive when you smell it. So you have to, the one who is screening you has to also have a smell of the discharge. So if it's not offensive or it doesn't have a pungent smell, and the color is not only past, at times some of them are brownish or reddish brownish color. That's how the discharge looks like. So those are the difference between a breast milk discharging and then breast cancer discharge.
Right. Auntie Linda, let me come to you. In your course of work, have you been faced with the issue of a woman who is HIV positive and also has breast cancer? And if you've come across such situation, how did you handle it?
Yes, I've done the HIV work for a long time, close to 20 years. So there was this woman that came in, but for her, the challenge was she wasn't taking the drug well. When you are taking the antiretroviral drugs, which is the HIV drug, if you don't take it religiously, timely, it might not work effectively for you. And when it happens that way, it gives chance for other health conditions to penetrate. So she wasn't taking the antiretroviral drugs. She break the drugs for like 6 months, 5 to 6 months, because she said, the pastor said she's healed. And then she came with rashes for the breast. That one we got to know later. We were treating for the rashes to go, for her to be back on her feet. Later, before we got to know that there was a lump in there, then that one, so she even passed on. Okay. She passed on.
I can understand and I can imagine, because with HIV, your immune system is broken. So if you don't take precautions, then things might get out of hand. Yeah, but Hilda, let me come back to you. The conversation about losing your breast, it's a big deal for certain people. But personally, I don't think it should be a big deal. Personally, I'd rather lose my breast and stay alive than have both breasts and be in bad condition. Early detection can save your life. We've said it over and over and over again. How early is early so that you don't have to lose your breast?
So when you start to feel or see the signs around your breast, like the dimples around the breast, the redness around the breast, you can feel some heaviness, and when you do your self-examination, you can feel a small lump moving then that is earlier. You bring it for us to detect if it's truly breast cancer that is trying to develop. So once you report it earlier to the hospital, then there's no likelihood that you have to lose your breast. But some people feel shy when reporting to the hospital because it looks like, how would the society take it? Or how will my family, how will I break the news to my partner, for instance, that I've developed a lump in my breast? So the perception is, so far as there is a lump being diagnosed in your breast means you have a breast cancer. No. So people rather keep it to themselves because there is a fear of losing their partners. So she will rather keep it to herself, which is totally wrong. It's better to bring it to the hospital for us to detect if truly is the lump. Then they can do surgery and take it off, than rather wait for it till it develops, then it gets to the terminal stage whereby you can't do anything about it. Right. Thereby you lose the breast or both of the breasts.
Right, right. Today's conversation has been interesting. I enjoyed having both of you. For a health show, we tend to have a lot of men coming on, the male doctors. And so whenever I have women coming here to talk, I'm very happy. Thank you very much for coming. I've been joined by Hilda Brago Nyameche. She is a senior midwifery officer, and also Linda Donko, who is the founder of the Auntie Linda Foundation. Don't go anywhere. The conversation continues. Thank you for staying. The show is called Living Well. My name is Ethel Poplampo. We are live here at the Dr. Hilary Mann Hall on Legon campus. It's still Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so if you are around, come over. Let's get screened. Let's get interactive. Tell me what you've heard about breast cancer. I'll tell you what I know about breast cancer. And on a very, very, very fortunate note, we have health professionals here to answer all your questions. But we've been joined by two amazing people who represent some of the organizations supporting us for today's show. I've been joined here in my mini studio, in my improvised studio, by Isaac Appiah and also Florence Kwadade. Isaac, I'll let you introduce yourself and the organization you represent.
My name is Isaac Appiah, head of IT at PLG Group Ghana Limited. We deal in laptop and its accessories, anything concerning IT. That's what we do.
You know, it's interesting how you hear IT and then you are trying to match it with breast cancer, breast screening. Tell me, what motivated your outfit to be part of this foundation?
Okay, so my boss himself is a married man. Yeah. He has a wife. I also have a sister. We have girlfriends, we have friends. And most of the times when you hear about breast cancer and how it emanates, like you know that it's not something small that you have to just play with. Mm-hmm. So when we heard about it and we decided that, okay, then we have to jump on it to help women. Because without women, there will be no men. Because they are the ones who gave birth to us. And it's the same breast that they use to feed us. So we start eating. So if it have to do something with breast cancer awareness, we have to support. That's why we are here to support.
And I might say it's very, these are some of the hazards of live TV. So let me go to you, Florence. I've seen you around and some of the, I can say you are one of the headline sponsors of today's show, which is Ezekiel Ansah Foundation. Yeah. Tell me, why is your outfit a part of the show? What motivated you to be a part of the show?
Thank you. Ezekiel Foundation is an NGO founded by Ansah, the NFL player. Yes. When it comes to breast cancer, it's not just an October thing for the foundation. we do these activities from January to December. So as part of our mandate, one of your colleagues, which we met at Ecopon on same breast cancer awareness thing, that's made us to partner and then work together to do these events on the campus of Legon. Yeah.
Right. So from what I gather from what you're saying, it's not only October that Ezekiel Ansah Foundation is talking about breast cancer. It's your mission it's a mission for the foundation. So tell me, how has the journey been so far for your foundation?
Oh, it's been amazing. It's been amazing because we are making an intense impact with educating the people, making them aware, and also screening them. You can screen them as many times, but if they don't have the right information, you're just pouring water on the stone. Yeah, so we make sure wherever we find ourselves, in schools, in churches, market, we preach it, we tell the people, this is it, and this is how you have to safeguard yourself to decrease your chances of developing the cancer.
And have you been faced with any challenges so far in your line of work?
Challenges, yeah, it's part of life, so definitely. But it's just a hurdle for you to push more, to get people to understand what you are standing for when it comes to breast cancer.
Right. If there's one thing I'm picking for this conversation between Isaac, Florence, and myself, is that breast cancer is everybody's business. Whether you're a man, you're a woman, it's important for you to know something about breast cancer. And so, as we are here today, come over, get screened, ask every question. There are health professionals here to help you better understand what the condition is, how best you can safeguard yourself, what you can do, what treatment procedures are available to you. And so please, don't stay at home. Come here, let's have fun, and let's continue to know more about ourselves. I get people saying, why should the whole of October be dedicated to breast cancer? It's that important. So come over and let's get screened. But Isaac, let me come to you. Today's event, what are you expecting?
I'm expecting more women to show up here to have their breast screened, so that they won't be facing this kind of breast cancer challenges and all those kind of things. Because looking at it, it's a very terrible disease, very, very terrible. Because I've seen somebody, breast being cut off before, yeah, and it's not something to get ill with.
I can imagine, and as a woman, I always say that losing your breast to breast cancer, it's not a big deal. You can rather lose your life than losing your breast. But then being a woman, I can imagine the psychological and emotional stress that you'll be facing when you are told that, oh, you are going to lose your breast. But Florence, let me come to you. I've seen you around today doing a lot of work to make sure that this show, today's Pink Clinic, is a success. As someone who is working around the clock to make sure that this thing is successful, what are you expecting?
I'm being positive, and I'm happy that it's on a campus, yeah, because here a lot of things are being taught. So I'm looking forward to see most of the students turning up to come and get their breast screened and being educated and having the guidelines of self-screening yourself when you're back in your hostel or in your home. Yeah.
And that is very important, knowing what to do when you're on your own. When opportunities like this are not available, what do you do to make sure that you are safe and you are healthy? And so come over, get screened, get all the information. We are live here on Metro TV. It is the Pink Clinic by the Ignite Media Group, handlers of Metro TV, Original TV, and Original FM. The show you are watching right now is called Living Well. My name is Ethel Poplampo. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So, as I rightly said before the short break, we are here at the Dr. Hilary Mann Hostel on Legon campus having the breast screening campaign. And so you can join us. I can't overemphasize that enough. But right now, I'm going to be talking to some of the setups here for you to know what we have here so that when you are coming, you know what to expect and what to get for yourself. I spoke to the Ezekiel Answer Foundation. We'll go to their table shortly to see what they have for us. And then we also spoke to Auntie Linda Foundation, an HIV awareness campaign foundation. And so we'll go, they promised us free self-test kit. So we'll go there and talk to some of the people on that table, and then we see some of the self-test kits. I think somebody from the Auntie Linda Foundation will take us through how the self-test kits work. And so come with me, let's go to their table. Let's see some of this self-test kits. If you've not watched it on Living Well show before, this is your chance to get to know exactly what the self-test kit is and how it is used. Auntie Linda, we are back here again. You told us about the self-test kit, and I just think it's prudent if we come see it for ourselves and then maybe take us through how it is done, and then when we come, what to expect. So I think this is it, right?
This is the HIV self-test kit. You do it at the comfort of your. Even this test kit directs you on what to do. So have it in English. So after doing that, the solution is here. You dip it into the solution, then you wait for it. It will take you 20 minutes to read. So you read within 15 to 20 minutes. After reading, there is a line here. This one is control, and then the T. So when you have 2 lines on it, it means you are reactive to HIV. You are not positive. This doesn't give a positive result, but it gives a reactive result. So when it reads and you have 2 lines on it, you are supposed to contact us. We will take you to the hospital. Then you can do the confirmatory test. It is possible for you to have a negative result after being reactive to the self-test kit. So if someone tests reactive to HIV self-test kit, the person doesn't need to cry, trying to commit suicide because you are reactive to the self-test kit. You are supposed to go on to do the confirmatory test in the hospital. Thank you.
So whilst it's free here, you can always walk in here, talk to Auntie Linda. They'll give you, if you have any questions.
Condoms here. We have free condoms that will be given out. Anyone, if you need condoms, come, we will give you. We have the self-test kit here. They are all free. We are giving everything free. We have condoms and the test kits. They are over thousands here, so you can come. We will give you freely.
The way my technical team guys are just smiling when they heard, but then it's important for you to come get your free self-test kit. But Auntie Linda, are these self-test kits available in the pharmacy?
They are not yet in the pharmacy because of the documentation on when they are giving out the feedback. So very soon they have been trained. The pharmacists have already been trained on it. So very soon it will hit the pharmacy shops. But for now, it has been given to us, those doing the community sensitization, and then the hospitals. So if you go to any government hospital, you can get the HIV self-test kit, and they can do the normal test kit. Testing for you. The normal one, we use the rapid test. That one, we will take your blood sample to do it. But this one helps you at the comfort of your home. When you test and it's negative, you know you are negative. It's reactive, you fall on us, then we do the confirmatory test for you. So this HIV self-test kit helps you from the stress you have to go through to go to the hospital. You know, sometimes the queue you join just to know your HIV status, and then the amount of money you pay. There are some pharmacies that charge a very huge amount for HIV testing, but now it is free, so it's more closer to you. So everyone to take advantage of this and get tested, get to know their HIV status.
You know, we cannot overemphasize how important it is for you to know your HIV status. And so if you cannot go to the hospital to get tested, at least you can get the self-testing kit right here on the Legon campus in front of Dr. Hilary Manhall, and then you know your status. Thank you very much, Auntie Linda. But then we are still here trying to get to know some of the vendors that are available here or on campus. We will be going to the screening center shortly to see the setup and what to expect when you enter there. But right now, we are still talking to vendors available here at the center. Right now, we are the PLG group. I've already spoken to Isaac, but then you didn't see what he brought for us. Whilst Auntie Linda is sharing condoms and HIV self-testing kits, I think Isaac will tell us. Isaac, tell us what is available.
Okay, so when you come here, we have our very own PLG group rechargeable wireless mouse, which doesn't use battery. It doesn't use cables. When you charge it for 3 hours, you can use it for 30 days.
Wait. That one took me out. If you charge it for 3 hours, you can use it for 30 days.
30 days. Yeah, and also like it comes with a silent click. It doesn't make noise. It also have a lightning around it. It's very sleek, very nice. And as you can see, we have one here. This is how it looks like. So that's the DPI, which helps with the sensitivity of the mouse. So when you give it one push, that's the on. When you give it another push, it will give you the lightning around it. And when you click it, it doesn't make noise. So this is what we've brought here to showcase it to the students here on campus. It's very, very durable, very, very nice. It's our very own rechargeable wireless mouse. So this one, when you are using this thing, when you are using this mouse in particular, even if when the battery dies, you just have to plug in your USB cable here, then charge it. That's all. You don't have to go out within the night to search for battery and anything. So that's what we brought here today to introduce to you, PLG rechargeable wireless mouse.
It's so cool and so sleek and so modern, and it sounds very good. But then how affordable is it?
Oh, it's just 120 Ghana cedis, but because of the fare, we are giving it out for 100 Ghana cedis.
There you have it, very affordable. A lot of cool features that you would like to work with. And so come here, come talk to Isaac, and then they'll sort you out.
And also when you come here, we have some other things here. Anything concerning IT, like converters, routers. We have, how do we call it? Mouse pad, headphone, headsets, and everything that got to do with IT. Yeah, when you come here, you get everything here.
Right, there you have it. As you can see, some of the products available are being shown. Right, so away from PLG, we are back at the Ezekiel Ansah Foundation desk. They have a beautiful pink desk. Now, when it's set up, I'm sure they have something for us, even though we might not see products on the table. We just want to know, why should we come to their desk? What should we expect? So I have here with me a representative from the Ezekiel Ansah Foundation to tell us this beautiful setup. Why should we come to your desk? What should we expect when we come? Please come forward a bit.
Yes, so my name is Nicholas from University of Ghana Medical Center. So here, what we'll be doing here basically is a data collection. We'll register the people that are coming to do the screening first before they go and check their vitals. So after the vitals, then they go and do the actual screening. So that's basically what we'll be doing here.
Right, there you have it. When you come here to get screened, you come to this desk, they take your information, and then they will tell you what next to do. Yeah,
To add to that, you'll be given this brochure to give you a guideline on what to do when you are home. Yeah.
which is very important. We've spoken over and over and over about early detection. And early detection begins when you can self-screen yourself, when you can see that something is not going right. Let me speak to a health professional. Then you know what next to do. So it's important when you come here, go to the Ezekiel Ansah Foundation desk, get all the information you need, give your data out, and let's see what's next. But then I also have an amazing, nice looking gentleman here. We are all about health and good products. And so your name and tell us about your company.
All right, my name is George Asari, the commercial manager of GKV Investment. So GKV is into the making of healthy foods when it comes to snacks, virgin coconut oil, cashews, and the likes. The basic thing about GKV is that we want to encourage Ghanaians to move from eating refined oil to eating cold-pressed virgin coconut oil because of the enormous benefits that it has. Okay, you can use it for your hair, you can use it for your skin, and you can use it for cooking as well. It boosts the immune system. It helps with, it boosts the immune system and helps with diabetes level as well. When it comes to Alzheimer's, right, it is the nutrients in these kind of oils that is extracted as supplements. And it will amaze you that there is a research that indicates that during the chemotherapy, when it comes to breast cancer, the quality of life of the patients that were used for the research was improved because they were taking virgin coconut oil. So we're just encouraging people to eat healthy. That's
right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time. You're still watching Living Well right here, coming to you live from the Dr. Hilary Limann Hall on Legon campus. Let's go for a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still Living Well right here on Metro TV, coming to you live from the Dr. Hilary Limann Hall on Legon campus. Right now, I'm here with some people who are here to participate from the fair. I'll be talking to some of them and to see what they are expecting, how much they know about breast cancer. So come with me. I see this young lady here. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Please, my name is Francisca.
You're a student of Legon?
Yes, please. Level 400. Biological science.
Pressure. That being said, biological science, so you are in the sciences. Tell me, what prompted you to be a part of this fair today?
Okay, so I think a lot of people are not conscious about breast cancer because they feel it's kind of rare. It's not something like malaria that they always see. So I want to be a part of this to create awareness for every lady or woman out there.
Right. You are here, and I'm sure you are going to be getting your breast screened. Is this your first time getting screened?
No, this is not my first time. I've been screened before.
Right, there you have it. Someone who is conscious about her health and cares about her breast. And so she's here to make sure that everything is going well with her. But tell me, do you actually think 1 month being dedicated to breast cancer awareness is enough?
No, I think it can be done all year round because some people will not get the opportunity this October to be screened. So when it's done all year round, anytime, someone can go for the screening.
Right, thank you very much for speaking to us. I'll be talking to other people on their knowledge on breast cancer, and also I will be getting what they are expecting when it comes to the screening today. Since I started this program, I've seen these people in their nice jackets, and I'm drawn to them, and so I'll just speak to them shortly. Good afternoon. I'm gender biased. I say it with my full chest. and big shoulder. If you know me, you know I'm gender biased. I'm always geared towards the women. Even though there's a guy here, I'd like to start from you. Your name?
Iris.
Iris. Interesting name. I see you in your jacket. Which organization do you represent?
Lions International. So it's an international organization dedicated to serving humanity through service. So we are vested in the core areas of diabetes, childhood cancer, hunger relief, and the list goes on. So today we are just here to support the program by going out to call people from their halls, from the surroundings to come have their breast screening.
You see, this tells you how people are really dedicated to this cause. If you will not come, we'll come and drag you from your hostel. So if you don't want us knocking on your door to come and get screened, just come out, get interactive with us, get screened, and let's have a good day. But have you screened your breast before? This your first time?
I have. Every year my church organizes it, so they bring health professionals to the church to do that for us.
So have you done it this year, or you'll be doing it?
I'm yet to do it this year. They'll be coming tomorrow.
Thank you. Let me talk to a gentleman here. Good afternoon. Your name?
I'm Augustus.
We've said over and over and over again that men are also predisposed to breast cancer. But then seeing you here, are you going to get screened?
Yeah, I'm going to get screened. In fact, I've been screened before. I think that was last year. Yeah, but since then, I haven't had any screening. So I'll be interested in having my breast screened today.
And so what are you expecting from today's fair?
Well, I'm expecting people to come out of their halls and then engage and participate, because breast cancer is something that we should all get involved in. So I'll be expecting people coming out and participating. That's what I'm expecting.
Right, there you have it. We are still live here at the Dr. Hilary Mann Hall on Legon campus. If you are around, please come get screened. Come get your free HIV test kit. Get to know the products around. Interact with them. This Pink Clinic, the Ignite Media Group Pink Clinic, is brought to you by the Ezekiel Ansah Foundation, the University of Ghana Medical Center, the Ava Virgin Coconut Oil, PLG Rechargeable Wireless Mouse, Antilinda Foundation, Cocoa Black Naturals, Nafa Lady Clean, Verna Mineral Water, and also it's brought to you by Metro TV and supported by Original TV and Original 91.9 FM. We're also streaming live on Facebook at Metro TV Ghana and also on Twitter at Metro TV GH. We have to come to the end of the program, but also we are not done with the interview. So stay tuned. We'll bring you that last interview and then we'll slowly be coming to the end of today's edition of Living Well. My name is Ethel Poplampo. Stay tuned. You're still watching the special edition of Living Well show right here on Metro TV. We've spoken to some of the vendors available here at the Pink Clinic, organized by the Ignite Media Group and the Ezekiel Ansah Foundation. But right now we'll be talking to the Cocoa Black Naturals. They also have a setup here that I'd like you to see. And so we've been joined by another amazing lady. Everybody know. I think by now everybody should know that I'm women biased, and so it's nice to have you on the show. Tell us your name and then tell us about Cocoa Black Naturals.
Please, my name is Barbara, and Cocoa Black Naturals is here in honor of our women. As we all know, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we came to showcase our products and create awareness about Cocoa Black Naturals. So we have shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner. We have Kellen Custard, Curl Definer, Lanolin Liquid Gold. We have Mom's Recipe, and we have Styling Gel and Daily Hair Smear. So these products help grow hair and also achieve curls with natural hair. So some of our products can be used only by natural hair, and the rest can be used by all.
Yeah, so which ones are for natural hair and which ones are for permed hair?
So we have the Curling Custard, which works on natural hair only, and we have Curl Definer, which is for twists, and obviously natural hair, people bring twists, and the others can be used by all, yes, either natural or permed.
So how affordable are these products? Because I'm all about a good deal. Are we getting discounts when we buy from you today here at the Pinklin?
Yes, please. We are running a 10% discount today. So we have sets which go for 135 cedis. We have 180 cedis. We have 205. We have 285. And the whole set, the whole products go for 375. But then, as I said before, we are running 10% discounts live here. You can come.
And I think 10% is a good deal because even God is taking 10%. So 10% is a fair deal. Thank you very much, Coco Black. Right, so we'll be talking to other vendors shortly. But then if you are around, please come around. Come and get screened. Come and get all the information you need to know about breast cancer right here. So let's go to another. This is Living Well. We are all about healthy living. And so if you take notice of all the products that are being showcased here, they are in line with you living well, living healthy, and living a good life. Who doesn't like food? If you're an OG of the show, you know how I get when it gets to food, especially the foodies joint right on the show. And so let's talk to another beautiful lady. She'll tell us her name and then the product they are showcasing here, which is very healthy, trust me. Please, your name.
Please, I'm Charity from Bon Juice Ghana.
Tell us about your product.
Okay, so this is Bon Juice Ghana, and we specify in natural juice. There's no additives, there's no sugar, there's no preservatives. And then with Bon Juice, we have a lot of varieties. You see, most of the companies deal in just, if it's apple, it's only apple, but then we have a lot. For instance, we have our sugarcane carrot ginger. We have our pineapple carrots. We have our pineapple ginger. We also have sugarcane lemon mint. And then we also have our pineapple mango passion. We have watermelon and pineapple. And so when you come to Bon Juice, you have a lot to choose from. There are people that they don't like most of their fruits. And so they still have other options to also choose from. And it's natural. It's also affordable. It's just 20 cedis. Yes, it's just 20 cedis.
Are there any deals, discounts for us today?
Okay, so if you want a pack, we can reduce it for you. But just single is still 20.
How many bottles make a pack?
12. It's 12. Yeah, 12 in a pack. We are located at Spinter's signboard, Shell signboard.
Yeah. Right. There are some interesting flavors here that I've not even seen when it comes to juices.
The dragon fruit pineapple passion. Yeah, dragon fruit pineapple passion. And then
this sugarcane lemon mint, never seen. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But there you have it, Bon Juice fruit juice right here at the forecourt of Dr. Hilary Man Hall. We will also be speaking to more vendors who are here at the Pink Clinic being organized by the Ignite Media Group, handlers of Metro TV, Original TV, and Original 91.9 FM. The show is still living well. My name is Ethel Poplampo, and if you've been following the show since the beginning of October, we've been talking about breast cancer, how to protect your breast, what you should do to take care of your breast. And one of the things that have been a constant throughout all our discussions is getting screened and then early detection. We are here at NAFA Lady Clean, the NAFA Lady Clean Dex. We'll talk to them and see what they have for us and what to expect. Talk to me, sweetheart. What's your name?
I am Sarah Nana Wilson or Abnafela. I am the PR for Nadom Herbal Center, and we are here to partnership with Metro TV because we know that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that isn't the only disease or the only infection that ladies encounter. more times na ya infections nso eba ho enti ye hwe ye nufu mu no so no na ye hwe se ya himfion so ye besiesie honom na oho aye kama eno nti na Nadom Herbal Center ya bepiem ewa hanom se.
So the Nafa Lady Clean, what does it do?
Okay, Nafa Lady Clean, it's because it's a herbal product. That's why I want to say it in cheese so that everybody will understand. Nafa Lady Clean, a 100% natural feminine hygiene wash, which means that yankasa habaine yendubrano and Nadom Herbal Center. Yeah, they aye enjoy kama. They good to a money packaging fine. Where will be a cotton? There is cotton in it. You just dip some into the cotton, then you insect it. So that is how the Nafa Lady Clean is. A boy with infections into your bar na infections aba ahimfie honomo or honom ekekao and swan abegu wunya discharge na wunya no the smell be na air bar. I encourage that you use Nafa Lady Clean ebeboa ayisa how nyina e de fi ho e de amount no ye ka about breast cancer no na ye hwe ya himfie so kwan ya befa so na ye sesie honom kama ebia wo hwe me wo Metro TV so na wo hwe wo TV so na say Facebook ahimfie honom aye basa ebia wo anasa abrabo mu semuti no ahimfie honom ebie ama wo ko partner ho kwa na ayem hyehyew ewie se wo timi nka koma so yem na ma won sanka Nafa Lady Clean bi it will help you ebeboa wo eyisa how ni na infections atna also ache for so many years a we treat na enko no se won sanka Nafa Lady Clean bi a ebeboa pa eyisa how ni na e de fi honom e de ma. Maybe you want to talk to me one-on-one person me etwetwe enkoma me de me number no ebetuja na wa frɛ me na send your how ni tie bia na ebeboa na ye fi honom e de ama me patwa number is 053 1156 556 053 1156 556. In send me di kan ye no say infections na atena himfie ho ache ahimfie ho no mo kekao che say ohonum ebie awo anasa abrabo mu nsem nti no honum ebie ama wo call partner ho kra na yam hyehye infections na atena so ache for so many years we treat a enko me do ewie ya wutie mi de bomodin say won sa beka Nafa Lady Clean bi ebebo apa eyisa how no e de fi ho e de mama me sanfa number no entu dwabiom na Nafa Lady Clean so pharmacy shops and herbal shops e wo krom ha bebia ubenya bi ato yes ubenya bi ato o me sanso si number no so biom 053 1156 556 053 1156 556.
So there you have it. I don't even need to do any talking anymore. My name is Ethel Poplampo. You have been watching Living Well right here on Metro TV. This is the IMG Ignite Media Group Pink Clinic brought to you by Ezekiel Ansah Foundation, UGMC, University of Ghana Medical Center, Ava Virgin Coconut Oil, PLG Rechargeable Wireless Mouse, Antilinda Foundation, Coco Black Naturals, Nafa Lady Clean, Vena Mineral Water, Accra Laboni Leo Club, and also brought to you by Metro TV and Original TV, and also Original 91.9 FM. Thank you for being a part of today's show. Enjoy the rest of our programs, and I'll see you next week.